Welcome, friends, to our Tuesday's practice titled Yoga Moving Forward. I have nicknamed this class simply Sankalpa. And in Sanskrit, Sankalpa means intention or heartfelt desire. So that's exactly where we're going to start, focused on connecting to that heartfelt desire. So let's start in a felt sense. Everybody, rub your hands together. And then just tune into the senses, like hear the sound of your hands rubbing together. Maybe you feel the texture of your skin. I garden a lot, so I have calluses on my skin. Maybe you notice, is it moist? Is it dry? So stay in the noticing. Okay, now place your hands down on your chest, somewhere comfortable for you. Okay, just feel your hands on your body. I happen to like the hands through this area because it's a compassionate gesture. Okay, now let's go through 3 more times. Let's tie it to a breathing pattern. When you're ready to inhale, rub your hands together. Same thing, drop in all that noticing. And then when you're ready to exhale, place your hands on your chest. Okay, explore it. Maybe you notice any tightness, any tension. Maybe you notice the sense of softening and releasing as your hands come onto your heart. Okay, so let's introduce a mudra here. It's called Garuda, and what I love about that bird is that it's a protective mudra. So not necessarily a defender, but we want to add a little protection to our heart. So what I would like you to do is one hand in front, one hand in back. It doesn't matter which one. And then slide your hands stacking over and then cross at the thumbs and extend your fingers like a bird. Once you have this mudra, hover the mudra in front of your chest. Okay, so we're going to turn on the energy of this place of knowing our own heart, protecting our own heart, and then let's soften all of that with one chant of Om. All right, so when you're ready, take a soft breath in. Oh. Okay, friends, release the mudra. Welcome to class. I'm going to join you on the mat. Let's all have a seat. I'll take this moment. I forgot to say that we will need 2 blocks for class or a bolster to lift the earth up to us when we start to get into the moving portion. All right, so comfortable seat, wiggle around a little bit. Take your time offering yourself care. Okay, tall posture. And then let's have a from the heart breathing pattern. So let the hands rest on your chest. And then nice and easy. When you're ready, inhale the left hand out to the side and then turn the nose towards that hand. Exhale brings the hand back to the heart. And then switch sides. Inhale, right arm out to the side and back. Okay, I like this in so many ways. This simply from the heart breathing with the head turn, moving with ease, already starts to engage that rest and digest portion of the nervous system. Okay, now stay in the noticing. What do you notice about your palm? What do you notice about your neck as you're finding a range of motion that's comfortable? Okay, keep breathing and moving with a sense of ease. All right, so intentions are not rules. They are simply a guidepost towards that sense of health and well-being. So if you find that the intention is running you, let go of it. Intentions are there to support us, to encourage us, to remember our meaning, our why. Okay, once again, come into that Garuda mudra. Hook the thumbs. Maybe you hover the mudra in front of your chest or lay the hands down on your chest. Okay. Soften your gaze. Turn your attention to that heart center. And then allow your intention to arise. What is your heartfelt desire? Breathe into it. One more. Okay, nice and easy. Let's move into a side bend. Draw the left hand out to the side. Keep your right elbow bent. As you lean over comfortably, maybe you place a block on that side. Let's lift the elbow on the right. So lift the elbow on the right and feel the rib cage beginning to open, right? So this place of opening the torso for mobility. Okay, and then check in. If your elbow or shoulder does not like that, you can lower the elbow down, but you'll see it takes out a little bit of the length on the side waist. Okay, now wherever you are, take a soft breath in, feel the rib cage expand. And then as you exhale, release everything back down, come back into neutral. And then draw your attention over to the left elbow. Draw the left elbow up. Begin leaning over to the right. Okay, and then when you're ready, inhale, maybe lift the elbow a little bit more or bend in a little bit more. So decide how you want to begin to access this rib cage on the left. Notice where you feel it and breathe. Notice how the sensation changes. Okay, now once again, let's release the elbow down, come back to a tall place, give the shoulders a little roll and set them down. And now let's begin moving from side to side. So let's start over to the left. Lift the elbow, bend over to the left. Exhale, come back through the middle. Inhale, lift the elbow on the left, bend over to the right. Exhale, back to the center. Okay, moving in that lateral flexion in a comfortable place. I'm letting my elbow rest down on the block when I get there. Okay, so what do I like about this? It's taking us off of autopilot, how we normally come into a side bend. So anytime we take ourselves off autopilot, we're in that ventral vagal portion of the nervous system, okay, those upper cortexes that keep us in this place of consciousness, paying attention on purpose. Okay, a couple more, breathe your way through. Okay, and the next time you get to the top, give the shoulders a little roll, maybe unfurl the legs, massage the knees, roll the ankles. And now here's the time to grab both the blocks and place them at the top of your mat, or something to lift the height of the floor. Let's come onto all fours. And we're going to use the blocks to help lengthen the spine. So place your hands on the tool to lift the floor up, comfortable knees, and begin shifting your weight back. As you shift the weight back, maybe you slide the blocks forward. Maybe you allow your head to rest on the floor. Just notice where the opening is. Okay, now if having your arms straight forward is too much on the shoulder heads, draw the arms, say, out to the sides. So find some place where the opening feels good to you. Okay, enjoy the stretch. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Where do you feel it? Okay, slowly begin pulling the blocks toward you, lifting your head up. Keep your forearms on the block. So again, coming to a different arm position that we normally do. And then let's start in a small cat and cow. When you're ready, lift your tailbone and your nose, soft breath in. And as you exhale, reverse it, chin to chest, tailbone forward, relax your head. Okay, explore it, take a few rounds, paying attention. What do you notice? And then maybe take a small action to care for yourself. I'm going to turn the tops of my feet to face the floor. So take a small action to allow the movement to be just a little more comfortable. No forcing, no pushing. Okay, let's drop into a neutral spine and now change the direction of the spine into lateral flexion. So turn your head over to the right, hitch your right hip up, and see if you can look towards that right hip. And then inhale is going to take you back into the center. And then right over to the other side. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, hitch your left hip. Inhale brings you back to the center. Okay, so explore that movement, noticing side to side, take a few rounds. And if you notice your neck has any tension, let the head drop a little bit so you're using less of your neck muscles. Right, and you may notice there's not a big movement here with that lateral flexion. We want to keep that area supple because it helps us with our walking gait and balance. Right, releases a little bit of that low back tension. Okay, the next time you come back into the neutral, again, shift back into child's pose. Look for comfort and a stretch in your back. Okay, I noticed right away that my head came down on the mat this round. So it's not where you go, it's the noticing. Okay, let's drop into the breath. Inhale, soften the belly. Exhale, tone the belly in, diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, if you've wandered away, call yourself back. And then let's get ready to move towards the belly. When you're ready, blocks come to the side. And you might consider having a blanket out on the right side leg as you come down. We're going to start in Sphinx Pose. Okay, so Sphinx Pose is elbows are slightly in front of the shoulders. Let's release some tension of the upper back by letting the chest drop down, let the head drop down, and let the scapula go towards each other. Okay, notice what that feels like. And now let's create just a little bit of shoulder mobility with a few rounds. As you inhale, press lightly through your forearms, lift your upper back and shoulders or the back of your heart towards the ceiling. You may notice your belly comes off of the mat. Okay, exhale, lowers it down, the sense of releasing down in toward the earth. And as you inhale, lift the back of the heart up towards the sky. Make any adjustments with your elbows. Maybe you move them forward if this is too much pressure on your shoulders. Okay, now let's get ready to rest. Shift the right knee out towards the side. I'm going to put it on the blanket so that you can see. Okay, so as your knee is on the blanket, come down onto your sideways towards your belly, whatever you can tolerate. And then relax your head down onto your hands or your forearm and return your attention to your breath. So inhale, expands. Exhale, concentrate on the diaphragm coming up and in, supported by your abdominals and your rib cage muscles. Softly in. Softly out. Find the ease in your breath. Okay. We are going to begin moving in one of those evolutionary poses of babies and crying. I think you guys all know I love a baby. Draw your arms out towards your sides. Okay, so they don't have to be close to your body at first. Let them be forward and a little bit wide to start. Okay, so here's the first exploration. Press through your palms, lift your elbows, lift your chest. You don't have to go very far. And then as you exhale, lower down, turn your head to the right. Repeat that 2 more times. Inhale, sweep your head back into neutral, lift your elbows. And exhale, lowers you down. Pay attention to the sensation in the lower back. So if you have a pain sensation that's sharp, hot, zinging, lower or lift less. Okay, not trying to find a pain sensation, but it's okay to have a little bit of lower back sensation. Okay, let's take rest. Fold your arms and then let's find the leg opening on the left-hand side. And then as you come down, just simply notice what's this side feel like and take a couple of breaths here. Okay, let's get ready to move. Palms go out in front and out to the side. And explore it. Press and lift. Turn your head over to look towards the left foot and lower down. So if that comes easy to you, the next time you come down, pull your palms closer to you so there's a little more lift and a little more sensation in the back. Okay, 2 more. Breathe. And once you finish both those rounds, lengthen both legs out, reach both palms forward. All right, so it's now stretching out through the back of your arms, your chest. Okay, let's go slow. Inhale, lift your head. Press down through your palms, lift your right leg, lift your left leg, and hold. Okay, make any adjustments with your arms. If this doesn't feel secure to you, bring your arms closer to your body. Notice the sensation in the buttock and in the legs. Okay, 1 more soft breath here. And then lower the legs down, lower your head down, find a comfortable position, maybe even bring your arms in. And then notice how the leg muscles begin to soften. You may be able to notice your heartbeat increasing. Okay. Now, if that one felt comfortable for you and you'd like to just stay in that round, bring your hands back forward. If you'd like to explore, let your elbows go into goal posts by your side so head comes into neutral. And then let's start with the if your arms are forward, keep your arms down. If your arms are in goal post, lift your head, neck, and shoulders and your elbows so you're hovering. Okay. If that's comfortable, maybe you lift both legs. Just notice the sensation without chasing. So there's nothing to achieve here. Just stay in a comfortable process. Steady, confident. All right, 1 more breathing cycle here. When you're ready, lower everything down, bring the blocks back to the top of the mat, and then let's decompress the back bend in child's pose. So lift back up, grab a hold of the blocks, and then enjoy the back stretch. Feel the muscles lengthening out in the lower back. And return to the breath here. Okay, 1 more time. Let's rise up to all fours. Bring the blocks close to you. Drop down onto the forearms. And then let's combine the cat and cow with left and right. Inhale, lift your nose and your tailbone. And as you exhale, curl your right hip up, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back into an arch through the middle. And then exhale, left hip comes up so the pelvis is slightly tucking forward as your hip, so you're in that cat stretch in the lateral flexion. Inhale brings you back through the middle. Okay, just notice how this feels a little bit differently as we're combining those movements. And then smooth it out, right? Not trying to stay anywhere too long. Just let the movement come with ease. Remember to relax your head if your neck feels any tension. Pause through the middle. Release the prop. And then let's come into that first downward facing dog. Okay, paddle your dog out. When you feel ready to come into stillness, bring your intention back into your focus. So when you're ready to drop into stillness, activate your pose, strong, confident arms and legs. Breathe into your intention 3 rounds. And if you don't have an intention, that's okay. Maybe you use health and happiness. I don't know anybody that doesn't want to be healthy and that doesn't really want to be happy. Well, I shouldn't say that, but most people. Breathe. Okay, roll forward through plank. Place your knees down right away. Shift your weight forward by curling your chin to your chest. So shift your weight forward and curl your chin to your chest. So you're in a rounded out, like cat shoulders in a modified plank. And then neutral spine, shift back. Okay, notice how the wrists start to release a little bit here. And then let's do that one more time. Shift forward to modified plank. Curl your chin to your chest. So you're lifting your upper back and shoulders forward. And then shift back. So that's an option that's available. Or maybe you consider shifting forward, curling forward, lifting your knees into plank pose, and then shifting back into neutral spine for downward facing dog. Find one that works for you. So maybe your knees are lifted or lowered. And explore the sensation. Where is the sensation? And then maybe give it a quality. So I notice it in my wrists. Okay, you don't have to roll forward very far, so find something that's manageable. Okay, and then when you're ready, let's release by coming to standing. So make your way to standing. And then give your wrists a little roll. Okay, let's come back to that mudra Garuda, where the fingertips are extended. Link the thumbs. So lift the crown of your head as if you were trying to make your spine even longer. So this tall place. Let the chin bow slightly towards your collarbones. Feel this steady strength. And then once again, pull your intention into your body. Pull it in, feel it, and breathe it out. One more, pull it in, and breathe it out. Release the mudra and let's come to the tops of the mats. Place the blocks at the top of the mat. I'm going to start with mine on the high side. Okay, let's have a half sun salutation. Nice and easy. Inhale, arms come up and around. As you exhale, soft knees, bend in. Let your hands touch the block as you forward fold. Inhale, press into the prop, lift halfway up. Feel your spine extending, abdominals toning in. And then exhale, fold once again and relax there. Pause. Take the time here to find a comfortable height with your blocks. Soften your face. Where do you notice the stretch? Maybe notice with the eyes closed that the body moves around a little bit, making little micro adjustments to keep us in neutral, balanced. Okay, when you're ready, soften the knees, circle sweep the arms, inhale, come all the way to the top, stretch the body. Exhale, draw your hands down to your heart center. Take a breath into your hands. Okay, let's begin again. Inhale, circle sweep your arms, reach up. Exhale, soft knees, reach for the blocks. Inhale, halfway up, energize it. Once again, exhale, fold it. Soft knees, circle sweep your arms all the way to the top. Draw your hands back to heart center. Okay, so from this heart connected place, let's step the right leg back into a lunge. Okay, so check in to your balance. Maybe you stay up on the ball of the foot. If you feel more comfortable with a warrior 1 foot, find something that works for you. And then let's take that right arm around and reach up and over into a little side bend. Okay, find your appropriate reach. Begin practicing in a way that reflects your intention. Take 2 breathing cycles here. When you feel ready, let the spine come down into neutral. Release your hands. Step forward. Inhale, stretch your body. Another half salutation. Bend the knees, grab a hold of the blocks, fold. Enjoy the movement. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Soft knees, circle sweep your arms up and around. Return your hands to your heart. Step the left leg back into a lunge. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Okay, choose. Maybe the heel comes down as we reach the left arm up and around in an arc. Side bend. Pay attention to where you feel it. So we're also opening through the hip flexor here. Right? Most of us have a little bit of a sedentary life where we sit at our desks or in our cars, on the couch. Just notice where you feel it. And then once again, notice all the little micro adjustments that happen automatically for us. Okay, when you're ready, release your arms down. Step forward purposefully. One more half salutation. Inhale, stretch your arms. Bend the knees, forward fold, grab the blocks. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, let it go. Okay, and then pause here in this forward fold. Just relaxing into what is now. Enjoying the stretch of the back and the legs. Allowing gravity to create a little bit of space through the cervical spine. Okay. Let's begin adding on here. Bend the knees, keep the hands on the block. So maybe you're on the high side with me here. As you're coming into this variation of Utkatasana, so legs are growing strong, abdominals are tucked in, pressing lightly through the blocks. Maybe you use fingertips on the blocks. Okay, feel your legs. And now when you're ready, circle sweep your arms as you inhale, stretch your body all the way up. And then exhale, hands through heart center. Let's do a round just like that. Inhale, stretch your body. Slow, easy exhale and fold. Find your dynamic lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, bend knees, dip hips, sit in that low chair, hands on the props, explore it, go to wherever you feel comfortable, and then pause there for a moment. Feel your legs. Make any adjustments with your pelvis so that your knees are more comfortable. So you might have to widen the angle by lifting the pelvis up a little bit. Feel the weight shift to the heels. Okay, I feel my legs shaking. When you feel ready, inhale, circle sweep your arms, come all the way up to the top. And then hands through heart center. Remember, it's yoga, so give the shoulders a little roll. Whatever tension it is, let it go. Settle in. Feel the tallness by lifting the crown of your head up, lengthening your spine. And then let's all step the right leg back. And then drop the heel in for that warrior one leg. Okay, make the legs as comfortably, so they don't have to be tight. They don't have to be heel to heel. Find a comfortable place with your legs and then press evenly through both legs. Okay, sense your legs. Now let's find an arm option. Inhale, reach the arms forward. And then as you exhale, pull your elbows back. Right, so this starts to retract the scapula, opening through the chest. Now decide, maybe you like goalpost arms where your fingertips go up. Right, maybe you like more of classical arms where the fingertips reach up. Choose something that works for you, and then drop into 3 or 4 breathing cycles. Okay, notice your breathing. Release your arms down comfortably. Step forward. And then that variation of that Sun Sal. Inhale. Reach your arms. Each time you exhale, let go a little bit more. So surrender into the fold. It's a light lift. Exhale, fold. Let's explore that chair. Bend knees, dip hips. Shift the weight towards your heels. When you feel your next inhale come to you, release out of the chair, come back to standing. And then once again, draw your hands down to your heart. Step the left leg back into a lunge. Find that warrior one leg. Spend a little moment being in your legs. And then reach your arms forward. Feel your shoulder heads go forward. Okay, now let's reverse it. Pull the shoulder heads back. Pull your elbows back. Feel the chest opening. And then choose your arms. Okay, making a choice. Breathe. Where's the sensation? Okay, now let's all release the arms. Let the shoulders melt down. Feel the tension release from the shoulders. Step forward. And then give the shoulders a little roll. Okay, last time through that half sal. Inhale. Stretch your body. Exhale, forward fold. Lightly up. Release into the fold. Bend knees, dip hips, find your strong chair. And then rise back into standing. Hands return to your heart. Okay, we're moving into the balance portion, and we're going to come into a variation of eagle pose, Garuda. So again, soften your shoulders, and then let your attention drift down towards your feet. And let's start small. Step your left foot in front of your right foot. Okay. And then put a little bend in both knees. This already challenges my balance because it's not something that I do on a regular basis. And then come back out and step wide. So let's repeat that 2 more times. Left foot steps in front of the right, and then bend in. Return. All right, so be curious about the balance. And then when you're ready, let's explore on the other side. Right leg steps forward. I like to look at my foot because I use my eyes also as that sense for balancing. But if you're comfortable not looking at your foot, you don't need to do that. Okay, last one on this side. Okay, pause. Notice how serious we get. Brain gets very focused on balance. Okay, now we're going to move into stacking our legs. So soften your knees and take your left foot over the midline. Ball of foot touches down on the ground, and then bend your knees, belly tones in, and then maybe from there, then you float the foot up. Okay, so you have your left leg on top. That means the left arm is under. So take the left arm under the right. Maybe back of palm, maybe palm to palm. And notice all the little adjustments. that the ankle is making and the foot is making to keep you in balance. I can feel all the little wiggle starting at my ankle. Okay, and then when you're ready, release your arms, step wide, and then shift lightly from side to side to release that ankle. Okay, when you're ready, let's do the other side. Soft knees, step your right leg over your left. Let the ball of the foot ground down first, and then feel the energy rise up as you lift your leg. Right arm under. Maybe you simply hug arms. So again, eagle pose or Garuda is a good place to see how the striving shows up. Right, so it's not the end result, it's to stay mindfully in the process. So whatever is arising now, be with it. And then once again, release out, take the blocks in front of you as you shift side to side. And then feel whatever tension has shown up in the feet, release a little bit. And then let's take it through the center and find a forward fold. So soften the knees, reach for the blocks. And then allow the head to come down, maybe change the height of the blocks. Maybe send your heels a little wider. Maybe you lengthen out the legs a little bit more. Again, find an opening that's true to your intention. Let your practice start to align with that. And then let's breathe here 5 rounds. Okay, nice and easy. Inhale, lift halfway up. Energize the length of your spine. And then as you exhale, fold one more time. Maybe shift the left over to the right knee, opening up the hamstring muscles on the left, the adductors, the inside of the thigh muscles. And come to a place where you're not going over your edge, but you're greeting the tension in the legs. All right, so in order to have our Sankalpas take root, we have to make a little bit of space through the foundation. And when it feels right for you, shift over to the other side. Stay in the noticing of the legs. Okay, slowly come back through the middle. Lift halfway up, energize your spine. And now, as you exhale, begin softening your head down, bending your knees, and let's come directly down onto the mat. Bottoms of the feet come together for bound angle. And maybe rock the boat from side to side. What do you notice? Okay, when you come through center, let's release in with a sense of letting go. Relax your head, relax your neck. Breathe. Stay in your body. And now let's find the balance of practice of releasing and relaxing and creating a little bit of strength. Let's all rise up. So let the head, neck, and shoulders come up. Draw the knees together, squeeze the knees together. Lean back an inch or two. Okay, so feel your abdominals turn on. We're starting that prep for a boat. Maybe you keep your hands behind your knees or palms out as you float your feet up. Okay, so one foot and then the other. Maybe flex the feet. Okay, so I'm going to take an option where I drop my right foot down and then palms up. Just notice. So taking a half boat or a manageable option. And then if you're with me, lowering that left toe, lifting up that right foot. Notice where you feel it. And then once again, lowering both toes down, rock forward in bound angle. And then come back to your breath here for a moment. Breathe easy. Okay, slowly lift the head up, and then let's come directly down onto the mat. Maybe place a little blanket underneath the head. And let's let a little windshield wiper leg decompress the lower back. And draw your heels together. And then let the knees drop over to the right in a twist. Make any adjustments with your knees. Maybe they're far away, maybe they're closer to you. So feel how your knee position changes the stretch and the sensation in your back. Okay, take a couple of breathing cycles here. If you need a little movement, you can come back to windshield wiper or simply let the knees come up and over and drop into the twist on the other side. Okay, let's bring the knees back into neutral in constructive rest. And then one more time, let's decompress the lower back, this time by pressing into the feet, pressing the back of the pelvis into the mat. And then option to stay here or to peel the pelvis up an inch or two. All right, so as you do that, you might start to feel the strength of your legs. You may feel those deep abdominal muscles turn on, those transverse abdominal muscles. So this place where the intentions are not wishes, we can put them into action. So we need a little bit of strength in the legs and the core to make that happen. Okay, lower down. Okay, one more. Press through your legs, press your lower back, tip your tailbone towards the ceiling, lift or not. Sense the sensation. Maybe you can notice the upper back pressing into the earth a little bit, or the back of the ribs. Okay, nice and easy. Lower it down. And then let's make our way to that last posture of class. Slide the legs out comfortably. Okay, hands anywhere that makes sense for you. Maybe close your eyes. And then have this sense that your body is settling on the earth. Okay, just let it wiggle and settle. We're going to come through a little tension and release. So flex both feet, squeeze on both leg muscles, both legs. Feel that energy activating, squeezing, and then release all that tension into the earth. Just let it go. Feel the leg muscles relaxing and the feet softening. And then let's do a lighter version of that with the hands. Maybe soft fists. Engage the arm muscles. Maybe you lift up just a little bit. Shoulders, belly, chest. Okay, now let all of that muscular tension release into the earth. Let the legs melt in. Let the arms melt in. Let the head grow heavy. Swallow. Give the thinky brain permission to wander without getting involved in anything. Body growing heavy. Breathing growing soft. Notice your heartbeat from the inside. And then let's relax here for another minute or so. Be free. Once again, turn your attention back to that heart space. And then allow your intention, your heartfelt desire to bubble up once again. Okay, maybe you're ready to move your fingers and toes and to close class with 3 chants of Om. All right, follow your inner guide. If you liked that mudra, you can come back to that. Concentrate on your intention. And then let's seal it up and close it up with 3 chants of Om. Prepare. Om. 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 Okay, let your intention, your Sankalpa, connect you to your inner guide toward health and well-being. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.